price action are essentially gambling with their finances. Here's how I know. Hello fellow traders, I'm Trader Tom with over a decade and a half of experience, as well as the founder of Simply Forex Trading Academy. I'm opening the doors to just 20 ambitious traders for my elite weekly masterclasses, where you get the chance to join an inner circle where ordinary traders turn into market experts. Dive deep into the art of price action trading across 4 intensive sessions. You'll emerge with ability to spot high probability trades, execute with confidence, and achieve consistent gains. Secure your spot immediately. Don't miss this exclusive opportunity to kickstart your journey. Can't wait to see you in class.
Yo, traders, how are we? Welcome to the live stream. Welcome to Simply Forex. If it's your first time, welcome. Hope you're having a good trading day, guys. I'm in a couple of trades. To be quite frank and honest, the last week hasn't been great. I had a, start of May was unbelievable, and then last week has been a little bit tricky, guys. But we're in a couple of trades today as well, and let's see how they're going. So that's what we'll do. First of all, we'll look at my trades. We're also going to quickly look at this, guys, because if we look at the economic calendar, we just had some CPI come out for Germany, and it was worse than expected for the month on month. So let's just take a quick look and see how or if that's affected any euro pairs. Okay, so nothing but euro strength here. Euro strength. So, there's the news, guys. Yeah, the news was worse than expected, and really it's had no impact. If not, we're still seeing this euro strength carry on. So yeah, quite insignificant news, to be quite honest. So that was the news. Also, guys, it is your opportunity to ask as many questions as you like. Yeah, anything to do with trading, anything to do with anything, guys. Let's not mess around. Let's not be worried. Let's ask questions about football, not so much personal life, geography, science, whatever you want to ask questions about, I am here to answer them. But yeah, mainly anything trading, guys. All right, so yeah, don't be shy. Come say hello in the live chat and come leave your question. I don't bite, only after a couple of beers. Although the thought, I don't think I just don't think I'm ever going to go over this illness and have another beer, unfortunately. Someone, if the editor could play the smallest violin ever, that would be much appreciated. Right, Brett, how are you, mate? CJ, Scouts, Rich Paul, CJ hit an absolute banger on 110 yards with the driver, and it went straight into the woods. Okay, 110 yards, driver. Do you need a driver on 110 yards? Maybe you do, CJ. This is how you roll. I don't know. But anytime I get my driver out, this is not a euphemism, it tends to go badly. Like anything other than drivers, I'm okay. But if I get the driver out, my God, I'm going to spend more time in the sand than David Hasselhoff. Arthur, the Discord VIP is on fire at the moment. So many amazing signals. Thank you, Arthur. Father Sunglasses, how are you? Hamed, how are you, May? Louis Esterhusen, the famous golfer. Brett, can we take a look at the US dirty, please, Tom? Okay, yeah, we can take a look at that. Greg, how are you? All right, guys. So yeah, welcome. Hope you're all well. Yeah, getting back into the swing of it this week. Okay, now this is, trading is all about these important questions, right? So technical analysis, price action, poof, who needs that? I'm only joking. You do. If it's the first time you've joined this channel, you do need that 100%. However, this question, Tom, would you rather have a super yacht or a private jet? I like this question, CJ. And I'm going to go with private jet. just because I can go anywhere I want, bang, just like that. Whereas a yacht's going to take a bit more time. Yeah, if I want to spend the UK in Christmas, you know, super jet there. Yeah, and then if I want to spend the New Year in Thailand, bang, super jet it there. So super jet, CJ, for me. I don't know about everyone else, yacht or super jet. These are the questions you may be asking yourself one day. Who knows? Say it with Stone. Hi, Tom. Hope you're feeling better. I am feeling better, say it with Stone, but I am not out of the woods. I'm bloody exhausted all the time. I think I've got some lingering crap going on. That's a doctor's term. Hi, Tom. What happened to pound New Zealand dollar? Yes, Offman, that was going great guns in our direction, and then it took the most craziest of U-turns. So let's start with pound New Zealand dollar, right? So look at this trade. I'm a little bit gutted that I didn't take any profit. Okay, so we were looking to sell pound New Zealand dollar, right? This is a trade from yesterday, but we can talk about it. This was a losing trade, right? Happy to talk about them. We was in a downtrend with a bearish candle. This is what I was looking at a day ago. And the idea was to potentially take it all the way down, right? And then if you look at the H4, like, things could not be going better, right? At this point, right, we're in a H4 downtrend. We're, you know, breaking these levels here, bearish. You know, I was confident we was going to hit our target, which was just above this 0700 level, right? And then just look what happens. Yeah, you know, look at the reaction we get. You just cannot legislate for a reaction like that. Even this candle, I was thinking, okay, and it actually held onto a H1 level. But when that broke, it was just, yeah, it just went so against us so quickly. And it wasn't any fundamental news. It was just, you know, a lot of sellers sitting in here somewhere, a lot of buyers sitting in here. So yeah, that was an unsuccessful trade from yesterday. If you look at the H1, really when it breaks this level, this is when you should start hedging or even, you know, take a smaller stop loss. Yeah, as soon as it breaks that level, it's just building up, right? So yeah, Offman, that was pound New Zealand dollar. That was a losing trade. We're going to have them. But let's have a look at the trades I'm in today now as well, before we look at the dirty 30. I remember my dirty 30s. Yeah, so we're in CAD yen. This is one trade we're in, okay? And, you know, we're looking to buy Canadian dollar yen. This is the H1, right? And, you know, it's looking good, right? It's still, we're in an uptrend. We're still getting higher highs, yeah, and these lows have held because of this massive wick. What I'd like to see now, yeah, and this could also be potentially, you could add to the trade or get into this trade if you haven't already. You can see this level forming here, right? Price has just been ranging between here and here, right? So if we get a new bullish H1 candle, break this level, put your stop below here, take price back up to these highs. All right, so I'm in this trade, but this is the potential trade idea as well. I simply entered here. Big bullish candle, these lows held, this grey zone held. I entered here, put my stop here, and I'm looking to take profit here. Little bit under 1:1, but, you know, still enough, you know, but we can still leave some profit to run as well, guys, all right? So yeah, there's CAD yen. We're in that as we speak. If you look at H4 as well, I mean, just look at this reaction at such a beautiful level, right? H4 is in an uptrend. Okay, it's retraced to a really what was once resistance, becomes support, and has acted as support again. And we've got the moving average 20, right? So double whammy support, technical term, plus this super bullish wick, not candle, but wick. So again, the idea is to come up to here, if not, leave some profit to run. All right, so we're in that. And then the other trade we're in is US dollar Swiss franc, which was going incredibly well, right? This is, you know, this has been the story of my last few trades, right? Again, we're trying to buy US dollar Swiss franc, okay? Now, if you look at, you know, as price builds up, okay, I actually entered when we got a break here. It was a 30-minute break. H1 hasn't broken, right? But we're still in a H1 uptrend. And literally about 20 minutes ago, we were up here, right? And here's my target. And I'm thinking, Tom, great trade. And then bang, right? We get a candle like this. And it's similar with pound New Zealand dollar. You're in a trade, things are going very well. You're thinking this is going great. And then you just get something that is like an absolute reversal. Okay, now I'm not going to get out of this trade immediately. I'm going to see how the H4 finishes as well. But, you know, if it starts breaking this H1 low, then I may just close the trade a little bit earlier. My stop's actually down here. All right, so yeah, this kind of reaction has been the frustrating factors in a few of our trades at the moment. But yeah, this is where we are with both of my trades so far. Okay, let's take a look now then at Dirty 30. Brett, this one's for you. Brett, do you remember your Dirty 30s and how dirty were they? That's the question we all want to know. Where are we? Here we go. Right, so let's take a look at the indices, guys, all right? Because the indices are interesting at the moment because, you know, there are all-time highs, yeah, some of them, right? And do they look like slowing down? This is really the question we've got to ask ourselves. Now, this one clearly does, right? And I'm just going to put in a level up here because this is clearly, okay, this is clearly a resistance level. Now, if you looked at US dollar 30, right? Actually, let's put this question to the group, right? Looking at the US dollar 30, the Dow Jones right now on the weekly chart, right? Would you buy, sell, or stay out of this market? Okay, so everyone get involved. Leave your comment in the live chat. Would you buy, sell, or stay out of this weekly chart on the Dow Jones? I'm going to have a drink. Okay, CJ, straight in, sell. Major BJP, B, sorry, can't even read. Stay out. And hello, CJ, as well. Michael would sell, Brett would stay out, Colin would stay out. Any more for any more? Okay, Colin would stay out. Guys, don't be shy. Get involved. I can see your other questions, guys, as well. We'll answer these. Okay. Hamed would sell. CJ's seeing the double top. Right. So, okay. So it's either stay out or sell. Nobody, interestingly, is buying this. If I showed you a lot of other indices, you would potentially buy them. But Dow Jones has been falling like Peter Andre's last hit on top of the pops. Very bad analogy. Right, I am in the sell camp. Okay, why am I in the sell camp? Well, if we look at structure, right, we could argue that's a low, right? And I would say that is fair enough, right? Low, 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 okay? Higher highs, higher highs, higher highs, right? So at that point, we're clearly in an uptrend. But then we get this massive sell-off, right? And this candle, not only, you know, if you was in any doubt, not only does this candle break this low, it also breaks this low. Excuse me, guys, I ate an alarming amount of hummus earlier. All right, so we are in a weekly downtrend, and price has gone all the way back up to these highs in a downtrend where we have had a very bearish reaction again. Okay, so I would sell from this candle with a view to taking it to the bottom here, based on what I'm seeing on that weekly chart. All right, downtrend, bearish candles, these highs haven't been broken. Okay, a little bit wary of the moving average 20, right, because we are at it, but I would be keen to sell this, right? So let's drop down to the day chart and see what this is telling us as well. Okay, let me drag this grey zone across. Right, so same question, guys. Now we're looking at the day chart, still the Dow Jones. Everyone get involved. Would you buy, sell, or stay out of this market? So again, everyone, please leave your comment. What do you think? Okay, so Brett would stay out. Hi, Syed. CJ would still sell. Offman would stay out. Syed would sell. Is that support? I agree. Michael would stay out. Hamed would buy. Arthur would sell. Okay, so a bit of a mixed bag there. We got sell, stay out, and even a buy. Okay. Now, another question on the same chart, okay, is this. Okay, so you've decided if you'll sell, stay out, or buy this market, right? Now, I want you to answer, what is the trend? On this day chart, guys, what is the trend? Okay, so everyone, what do you think? What's the trend on the day chart? Okay, so Syed is saying uptrend. Rich Paul, uptrend. Arthur, downtrend. Anyone else, guys? What is the trend? It's so important that you identify the trend because you want to be with it. Michael says uptrend. Uptrend, possible test back up to the highs. I don't know if it will make it back up there, CJ. Depends, you know, that weekly candle is so bearish. Kibria, downtrend. Okay, so a little bit of a more uptrends than downtrends. Now, the problem with it, this trend, is it's not clear, right? If we just look to our left, right, this is crystal clear. Absolutely crystal clear, right? Downtrend, lower highs, lower lows, okay? Stops making lower lows, look what happens, right? Now, this is really dependent on this level here. Do you consider that a higher low, right? We've clearly had a break of this level, okay? So we're in an uptrend, okay? We could argue this, right? This is where we're at. Higher highs, yeah, higher lows. Now, everyone who said uptrend, I assume this is what you're seeing, right? And you cannot argue with that, right? You can't, yeah? Okay? You also couldn't argue with this. Okay? So higher highs, and then this low has been broken. Therefore, we're in a downtrend. You also couldn't argue that, really. So this is the problem right now with the Dow Jones, right? The daily trend is difficult to determine, okay? Now, having said that, you know, would we buy or sell? So first and foremost, I do not want to buy anything that is dropping like that. Yeah, and we looked at the weekly chart, you know, the weekly candle was like that. Yeah, more bearish than Winnie the Pooh and Yogi. Okay. All right. So I don't want to buy it. Yeah, I would say that's quite clear. We don't want to buy it. Everything is bearish. Weekly candle, daily candles, everything's bearish. Nothing's telling us to buy. Right. However, we are getting to a very interesting level. You can see price has reacted here many times before. Okay. Now, again, it really depends on trend. Okay. Now, if you think this is an uptrend, right, and remember you're seeing this, then this could be, if we get a bullish reaction here, this could be a nice buy, right? Okay. Whereas if you're seeing a downtrend, right, you really want to see a bounce off here, a reaction in here, and then you start selling. So this is important, guys, right? Let's focus on this a little bit. So if you're seeing an uptrend on the daily chart, your trade is this. Yeah, you see a bullish green candle form at this level, okay, and then you should buy it back up to potentially this gray zone, if not further, right? That would make complete sense if you're seeing an uptrend, okay? If you're seeing a downtrend, you will need to wait for the following, right? You're either going to, so this is the downtrend now. You're either going to wait for a retrace to this level, right? And then we get a nice bearish reaction and you start selling back down to the lows, okay? Or, yeah, price just continues down and then we get another bearish candle. My God, my candles are getting worse and worse every day. Yeah, we get another candle that breaks this zone in here. And then we will just carry on this selling pressure back down to these lows. Okay, so they're the options if you're seeing a daily uptrend or a daily downtrend, guys. All right, so I hope that just helps, you know, understand what you should be looking for if your view is this or if your view is that. Okay, so yeah, there you go, guys. It was an interesting one, Brett. So thank you for bringing that up, the Dow Jones, the dirty 30. And guys, can I just ask everyone, if you enjoy my analysis and enjoying the live stream, if you could please subscribe to the channel right now and smash the notification button. It really helps support the channel. Also, guys, let me mention a few things at the moment. So if you haven't already, please come join our trading community. Okay, we've got like-minded traders sharing knowledge, ideas, experiences. Come join our free Discord channel. We give you, you just create a username and we let you in. Secondly, guys, right now we are giving you free access to the VIP Trading Academy. This is where I put all of my trade signals. This is where I give you years worth of tutorials. Also, you get direct access to me should you need help with anything to do with trading, guys. All right, so that's free right now. Check out the promo in the live chat and the video description. And then finally, guys, on the 24th of June, we are doing a beginners masterclass. We've only got 20 seats available. So if you're a beginner and you want to learn the fundamentals of price action and how to trade and how to spot trades, then please come join us for that. Again, with the promo we're running right now, you can also get that for free as well. So don't miss the beginner masterclass. Check it all out. It's all in the VIP. It's all in the video description. Okay, guys, so we had a few more questions. Let me just have a quick drink. Thirsty work. We had a few questions before we started doing some live analysis together. So here we go. So Rich Paul asks here, after you take 1:1 and you close 80%, the remaining 20% win. What risk to reward total you win in total? So to be quite frank, I don't really keep an eye on that data. Okay, I keep an eye on my win rate with regards to my 1:1. Okay, and how many of you can see how many of those are successful in the VIP Trading Academy. But the 20% winners, the majority of time will make extra profit, because what I do with the remaining 20% is just trail the stop. Okay, so yeah, but I wouldn't have the exact figures for you, Rich Paul, to be quite frank. But why do I do it is really the question. So, how many times have you been in a trade, right? And you've perhaps got 1:1, or it's hit the first piece of resistance, right? Let's just go on any hourly chart, right? I don't know, pound New Zealand dollar, right? So yeah, this was a perfect example. Okay, so price had come down to this level. Maybe that should have been my target, right? Let's say it was. Okay, now I've entered here, I've put my stop up here, and let's say I took 80% here. Okay, I have secured some profit, right? Now I do this firstly for this reason. Look how quickly this trade turns on us. Okay, but it doesn't matter because I've closed 80%. I've also trailed, the 20%. So entered here, took profit here, stop loss here. I'm going to move my stop loss to above this level. Okay, so the whole trade, is profitable. It makes money. Okay, because I took profit once I hit 1:1, right? In this case, I actually didn't. I had a slightly further target, which I wish I hadn't. Okay, so that's the first reason to do it. So many times your trade is going well, and then it's coming down, and then the trade just turns on you. And everyone, I don't care who you are, I bet you have said to yourself, I wish I had taken profit, right? That is the reason I do it, okay? But it's got to be at least 1:1. Yeah, maybe it's a little bit more, a little bit less, but roughly 1:1, okay? That's the first reason. The second reason is I wasn't very good. You need to know your weaknesses as a trader. And I wasn't very good at letting 100% of my profits run. Okay, so you know, I don't know. Let's say we took this. Let's say it broke this level and we started buying here. This looks like a good trade to me, right? Put our stop here. We get 1:1 roughly here. Okay. Now, I would close 80% again, right? But let's say my higher time frame target's up at this gray zone. Now, another school of thought is this. So first of all, if I didn't take 80%, when this market comes against me, you're just questioning the trade again, right? Whereas if I close 80%, I don't. It's very easy for me to let 20% run. It's not easy for me to let 80% run. Okay, so that's another reason I use the 80-20. And then look, eventually, you know, let's say the 20% comes up and hits our target. And we would have just been trailing stop losses all the way, right? Another reason is this: you can re-enter the trade. Okay, so again, same scenario. We buy here, yeah, we put our stop loss down here, and this is my first take profit. Okay, as you know, we close 80% at this level. And it doesn't have to be 80%, guys. It could be 90%, 60%, 71.38 recurring percent, right? Doesn't matter. But if I close 80% and then I get this big retrace with a bullish candle, I can then enter again. I've got 80% left on this trade because I've just taken 80%. I can enter again. So it also helps you maximize profit in some situations as well. Take 80%, retraces, enter the 80%. All right. So the pros outweigh the cons for me with this 80-20 rule that I apply. And those are the reasons that I use it. Okay. But it all stemmed from me not being good at letting 100% run. So I thought if I take some profit, I can let 20% run. Sometimes I take 70% and let 30% run, right? Depends. Okay, but that's the reason I do it, and I hope that helps Rich Paul. CJ, I was waiting for the H1 break on that CAD yen to hop in again after my loss this morning. Yeah, okay. So yeah, CAD yen, if we get a nice break, where are we? Okay, yeah, if we get a nice break of this level, yeah, bullish candle, I think this is a good entry as well. Okay, so we'll see. What else are we looking at? Lee James, does Euro news affect gold even though it is a US commodity? I mean, it's all connected somehow, but I would say, because so gold, when you trade gold, right, it is XAU against the US dollar. So there's no real gold news. Do you know what I mean? You get like UK news, American news, Euro news. There's no really gold news, right? Although it is a flight to safety. So if the shit is hitting the fan, gold gets strength, right? But obviously the news that's going to affect this is the US dollar, okay? Euro, not so much, all right? So it'll be US dollar that affects gold because effectively you are trading gold against US dollar. Yeah, so it's mainly the US dollar news that moves gold. All right, so yeah, not so much the euro. You know, unless it's like euro news that is very bad for the economy, then that could have, because gold is a flight to safety, it could have a positive impact on gold in that respect. but generally no, euro won't affect gold. Right, what else have we got here, guys? What other questions? Okay, so Shreyas, Aussie seems to be bearish today. Okay, so Aussie seems to be bearish today. Let's have a look. Okay, so yeah, it does on Aussie dollar, Canadian dollar, and we've had a break of this level. Aussie dollar, Swiss, yes, I would totally agree, Shreyas. Yeah, this is plummeting. Yeah, very weak today, Aussie dollar, US dollar. Okay, there was some Aussie dollar news come out early, construction work done, but not big enough news really. So yeah, definitely, you know, and when you have a day like this where you're noticing Aussie dollar weakness, it might result tomorrow in some Aussie dollar weakness trades. Yeah, we might sell, you know, Aussie dollar Swiss franc, might sell Aussie dollar CAD, who knows? All right, so we'll keep an eye out for that. But yeah, definitely Aussie weakness. Shreyas, what is your win rate with and without hedging? So the VIP Trading Academy, this is where I put all of my trades. Okay, now if it hits a hedge, I class that trade as a losing trade. Okay, because not everybody hedges. And there is a video on my stats from last year. Okay, and my win rate was 60%. Over the whole year, you know, it might be a bit above 60%, a bit below, but on average, my win rate was 60%. And that is not taking into account any hedging or any other strategy or technique. It's purely the trades that I put in the VIP Trading Academy. Were they successful or not? All right, and my win percentage was 60% last year. Okay, not including hedging. Right, what else are we looking at here? Pooh Poppy, how are you? I was planning to short pound Aussie dollar, but I didn't like the price action today. All right, let's have a look at pound Aussie dollar. No, yeah, we don't like that price action. If anything, just looking at the H1 chart, this is a really nice, you can see a level through here. Yeah, this is potentially a nice level for buys, if anything. Let's do a top-down approach. Why the hell not? Yeah, it's Wednesday. Anything goes on a Wednesday. We're going to call it Anything Goes Wednesday. That's how crazy we are. Let me have a quick drink. So, pound Aussie dollar, I would look to buy that. Oh, right, what am I doing? Okay, let's get my buttons in order. Yeah, I would look to buy that potentially back up to here. Has it quite got there? Okay, maybe it has, right? But yeah, basically buys from here back up to the highs. But if this is super bearish, not interested. It's obviously reacting at these highs. Let's have a look at H4. So for me to start looking for sells, there is clearly a level through here. Right, I would really like to see that level broken. I'm just checking to see if this low broke this low, and I don't think it did. Look, if you see the cursor, no. So this level through here hasn't broken. All right, so if we started seeing, you know, bearish reaction here, and then we get a break of this level on the H4, then I would be very interested in selling pound Aussie dollar on the H4. Okay, but again, nothing telling me to sell that right now. Bullish wick, doji, let's see what this candle finishes like. But you can see prices reacting at these highs. Okay, so tricky to do anything with pound Aussie dollar until really we get a break, you know, either breaks upwards or breaks downwards, guys. All right, let's look at the day chart. Yeah, so this is a lovely weekly level, I know this much, and this would be against trend. We're clearly in a pound Aussie dollar uptrend. Okay, it's a real tricky one because pound Aussie dollar is in a daily uptrend, and I know this is a very nice weekly resistance level. So I would definitely trade this, like I said, if this grey zone broke. We got a break of this area. I think there's room down to the moving average 20 and this support level, if not further. Okay. If we look at the weekly chart, you'll see what I mean. Yeah, it's clearly in a downtrend, as in this, just this sideways choppy action, and then bang, it broke. Yeah, broke all of these lows. It's now retraced to what was once support, becomes resistance, got the moving average 20. I really like this level for sells. However, that is a very bullish weekly candle. All right, but like I said, if we go back to the day chart, if we get a breakdown in this daily structure, something like this, then yeah, I'd be very much interested in selling pound Aussie dollar, but only then really for me. All right, poo poppies. So I hope that helps. Guys, yeah, don't forget, join our free Discord channel. We're giving you free access to the VIP Trading Academy right now, and we're potentially giving you free access to the Beginner Masterclass starting on the 24th of June. All right, so check it all out. I'm going to stop there, guys, because we've run out of time. Thank you very much for all your questions. Always appreciate them. I hope you have the great rest of your trading day,